Military technology is changing the way modern force fight. The systems that matter most can decide who sees first, strike first, and survive longer. Which technologies actually change the battlefield, and which ones just sound impressive? These are the 10 military technologies shaping modern and future warfare. Number 10. Battlefield networks and AI command systems. You are looking at the nervous system of modern war. This is the layer that connects sensor, shooter, and commanders through C4ISR networks, secure communications, and AI-assisted battle management. On its own, it is not the most visible part of the fight, but it decides who sees first, decides first, and shoots first. The limitation is simple. It is powerful, but fragile. If network gets jammed, the whole advantage starts to collapse. Number 9. Precision long-range strike systems. The focus shifts to information to direct reach. Systems like HIMARS, guided rockets, cruise missiles, and other precision munitions let militaries hit ammunition depots, command posts, bridges, and airfields far behind the front line. Their real value is that they force the enemy to move, disperse, and protect everything important before the fight even starts. It changes the geometry of the war. A well-targeted strike can slow logistics, cripple tempo, and deny safe rare areas. The weakness is that these weapons still depend on good targeting data, and better air defense are making missile defense and dispersal a bigger part of the equation. Number 8. Unmanned ground and surface vehicles. You get robotic systems that reduce risk while extending reach. This category includes unmanned ground vehicles for reconnaissance, route clearing, and supply, plus unmanned surface vessels that can patrol seas, carry payloads, and threaten ships without putting crews in harm's way. A convoy can be supported by unmanned logistic vehicles, and a coastal fight can be shaped by surface drones and complicated enemy planning. In a mine-clearing mission, these systems can do work that would otherwise require human exposure. The limitation is autonomy or terrain. They are useful, but many still depend on human guidance and struggle in harsh, cluttered, or heavily denied environments. Number 7. Directed energy weapons. Lasers and high-power microwave systems fire at the speed of light and are built to defeat drones, mortars, and some missile threats with a very low cost per shot. A ship or ground unit with a working laser can stay in the fight longer and defend itself more cheaply than with missiles alone. The limitation is that directed energy still needs major power generation, stable line of sight, and good weather. Number 6. Cyber and electronic warfare systems. Warfare moves into the electromagnetic spectrum. Cyber tools, jammers, spoofers, and electronic countermeasures can plant radars, disrupt GPS, interfere with data links, and break the enemy's ability to coordinate. That makes them operationally important even when they never destroy a single physical target. If a force cannot navigate, cannot communicate, and cannot trust its sensors, then everything else becomes harder to use. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown, and leave a like if you've been enjoying the analysis so far. Also let us know in the comments what topic we should cover next. Number 5. Space and satellite warfare systems. Space becomes the battlefield above the battlefield. Satellites provide communication, navigation, missile warning, and real-time intelligence, which means almost every modern force depends on them. If you can protect your satellites and disrupt the enemies, you gain a major strategic edge. This is why systems like Starlink, missile warning sensors, and anti-satellite weapons matter so much. Space systems are critical, but they are expensive to build, difficult to replace, and increasingly exposed to attack. Number 4. Submarine and undersea warfare. You get one of the quietest and most enduring forms of military power. Modern submarines, especially nuclear boats like the Columbia class or advanced attack submarine such as the Virginia class, can move covertly, threaten shipping, and hold strategic targets at risk without being seen. Their value comes from stealth, persistence, and second strike credibility. Number 3. Hypersonic weapons. Hypersonic light vehicles and hypersonic cruise missiles fly at Mach 5 times, maneuver in flight, and shorten the enemy's reaction window to almost nothing. That makes them a major problem for current missiles defense and serious threat to ships, airfields, or hardened targets. Systems like the F-17, KH-47M2 Kinzhal, and 3M22 Zircon represents a new kind of strike pressure, fast, hard to track, and difficult to intercept once launched. In a real scenario, a commander may have only minutes to respond. That changes deterrence, defense planning, and even nuclear stability. The limitation is that hypersonics are still expensive. The threat is real, but the inventory is still small. Number 2. 5th generation stealth platforms. The advantage is not just speed or firepower, it is access. 5th generation stealth platforms like the F-22, F-35, G-20, and B-21 Raider are built to enter defense airspace, survive long enough to strike, and keep collecting data while they do it. With radar-absorbing materials, radio signatures, and sensor fusion built around systems like AN/APG-81, AN/APG-77, and advanced electronic warfare suites. The limitation is cost and saturation. They are extremely capable, but they are also expensive and rare. Number 1. Autonomous drone swarms. Autonomous drone swarms combine low cost, mass, adaptability into one operational model that can overwhelm traditional defense. This is not just a better drone, it is a new way to fight. A swarm can spread out, reconverts, jam, scout, and attack, and keep moving after even loss. Instead of relying on one expensive aircraft or one missile salvo, the swarm can keep probing, keep adapting, and keep forcing the defender to spend more than the attacker. The key systems are decentralized control, onboard target recognition, and AI-assisted mission planning. The limitation is that autonomy still faces jamming. Even so, no other technology in this list changes the cost equation of combat as sharply as this one. This is the clearest sign of where future warfare is headed, because it turns mass, software, and speed into a single fighting system. Which technology on this list do you think will reshape real combat first? Leave your thoughts in the comment below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and watch the next video on the screen for another in-depth look at modern military.